Hello everybody, my name is Phoenixfire here and welcome back to another Pokemon Pyramid episode. On the last time we pretty much got started, caught a few peeps, had a look around the region, fought quite a few people, and I got an egg as well, as you can see there. And yeah, this game's cool so far and I'm looking forward to what it has in store next, so let's go! Right, so yeah, first thing, Fuego is evolving. First of all, in case you missed that on the last episode. And he evolves into a beautiful Smogwana. Just before Nova says that was a great battle, which I forgot to record, and then she gives us the head for Rock Smash, which means that we might need it on the way further ahead, and yeah, then she leaves us to go about our journey. So I go back into Pokemon Center and having a bit more of a look round. Before we head left down to Route 3. Well, of course, I immediately go to the long grass. Fail to catch a Flittle just before I fight all the trainers along the way. And along the way, Yatta evolves. Whoa, into a really cool looking Fletchinder. And after seeing some cool Pokemon along the way that trainers have in their inventory, which, yeah, these designs are really cool. I like the look of them. And after a bit more wandering around, we actually managed to run into a wild Joltik, and we managed to catch it. And we found out that it's Bug and Dark type. Huh. Nocturne. And then after quite a bit of running around, our egg finally hatches into a cute little Happiny. I can't really think of a creative name for her, so I call her Joy. And then after fighting some more people here. And then after saving up and fighting a load more people, go through an icy cave. And then after go through an icy cave, we finally make it to the next area, Yi Town, which of course I go to look for the nearest Pokemon Center. Then of course having a look around, we've find out from this guy that the gym leader isn't in this gym either, and that he's in a snowy forest because his Pokemon is having a tantrum. So of course we head into Yi Forest. And then after battling our way through, we find out that someone needs hope. And apparently it's his Go-Glute that needs help, so we go up here and find that the Ice Hope gym leader's Go-Ghost is having a bit of a tantrum, so yeah, it looks like that we need to fight him. So yep, it appears that the Go-Ghost is kind of a boss of sorts. So yeah, it does look a bit different, so I'm going to guess it might be at least part Ice type. So it starts off with Rock Polish. I accidentally click Scratch. But yeah, we do get buffeted by the hail and the Go-Go's fine, so that confirms it is at least Ice type. So I send in Luna. And the Go-Go uses Rock Tomb on us. Ow. So I use a Dragon Rage. Yep, to do at least 40 damage to the Go-Goat as it knocks out Luna with another Rock Tomb. Oh boy, this is going to be a thing, isn't it? So I send in Yatta. Just to try and do a bit of damage to it, but yeah, it does knock her out. Because, yeah, my brain, I forgot that it had a rock move for a second. So I switch out our newest member, Gaia. to use Bite. It uses Avalanche on him, knocking him out. Oh boy, this could be a thing. So I send in Honey now, as it goes for another Rock Polish to raise its speed. Confusion doesn't really do anything. Ow, a Rock Tomb lowers the speed. One Fairy Wind takes it down into the yellow. Another Fairy Wind just does a bit of chip damage. And after a few more turns, he takes us all down, but luckily though, that is enough for even if we faint, it calms the Go-Go down. And the gym leader says her name is Polaris, and of course he specialises in ice types, so after they disappear, I save up, and then I make my way out of the snowy woods, and we head straight for the gym. And then after we made our way through the trainers in here and through the easiest ice puzzle I've ever done, we face against Polaris, who says thank you for helping us Go-Go, but of course doesn't skip out on the gym battle. So of course this first Pokemon is going to be Setolol, who is kind of tonky, so of course the first move I go for is an Incinerate. When he stops talking to me. He uses Avalanche back, which hits before you go for about half, but we do recover thanks to Leffies. And one more Incinerate brings him down into the red. We heal a bit. He heals the Setolol up. We use Incinerate to take him down finally. So next Pokemon he sends out is his Frigibax. And he knocks out before I go with a critical hit Avalanche. So I decide to send in Luna. And one Dragon Rage later, the Frigibax is down. So then his next Pokemon is his strongest Pokemon, Go-Goat. The same one that we fought in the woods. So I go for Dragon Rage straight away to hit him for a guaranteed 40 damage. And it goes for a super strong Avalanche against Luna, knocking her out, unfortunately. So now I go for a risky move and use Yatta. And go for a Spark, which drops Go-Go nearly into the red, but we do get the paralysis. So now Yatta could go down now that we managed to paralyse the goat. So now I switch it back into Honey. To go for Confusion, knocking the Go-Go into the red, as she now goes down to an Avalanche. So now my last one is going to be Gaia, who goes for a Sand Tomb against the goat, and that manages to knock him out. Thank you Gaia for being a thing, she's a really cool peep. So yeah, now that our fight against Polaris is done, he said that was a tough fight, but a well done, and he gives us the Icicle badge. And a TM64 for Avalanche, of course. So then we make our way out of this gym, and yeah, that was a really cool fight, both literally and figuratively. But yeah, his Go-Go though hits like a truck. And after having a look at the map, we find out that we need to make our way up to the next area. Oh, and before we do, the professor says that she's proud of us for beating the second gym leader. And then apparently Team Jurassic is up to no good, and she gives us HM1 a cut. And then we need to make our way through Route 8. Which is another snowy area, so there's going to be plenty of ice types here for us to catch. And after making it through some snowy woods named Flakor City, we're greeted by Nora, who says hi. And then we spot a grunt going around the city, so we decide to check it out. And apparently they're in the museum, so then after we've healed up our team and had a look around the town, we make our way to the museum where the grunt was headed. And then after a load of Team Jurassic fights, we find out that Anima's up to her old tricks, and they look like they're the one that Egypt stone. And after some talking, of course she wants to battle us, so we oblige. So our first Pokemon is Glimmet, as we send out Yatta. Because, to be honest, the rest of our team was really, really roughed up after the grunt fights. So yeah, I go for first move, and that takes her down into the red. But unfortunately, Glimmer does knock out Yatta. So the only Pokemon we have left is Honey, who after one confusion knocks the Glimmet out. So now our next Pokemon is Tinkertuff, who looks cool. So I'd go for a Draining Kiss with Honey. It takes it down to about a third. And she does heal a bit. As the Tinkertuff goes for Nightshade to knock Honey down to about half. So we go for another Draining Kiss to knock her into the red. Just before the Tinkertuff throws and goes for Fake Tears. So of course, we naturally go for a Draining Kiss to knock out her second Pokemon. And it looks like the Honey's going to be carrying this fight. As the next Pokemon is Rataxic, so we do have to be somewhat careful here. But I remember I have a Revival Herb, so I'm going to use it on Fuego. As the Rataxic goes for Poison Dart, which of course does a lot to Honey. But of course another move takes Honey out. So now we're on to our last Pokemon of this phase, Fuego. And of course now after all those fights he finally has a ground move, Mud Shot, which does about half to Rataxic, who lowers his speed. And the Rataxic just goes for Double Team to try and raise his evasiveness so we can't hit him. But another Mud Shot takes him down after a crunch. And that's Admin Alma taken down. So yeah, after she has a bit of a go at us, she of course just takes the stone anyway, because you know she could do when they're right there. So yeah, they clear off, and yeah, Novi just says to us it's okay, and that we can just try again next time. So of course, after making our way out to the museum, we go to heal up. We make our way onto Route 7, where we can apparently have a prize for beating all the trainers. And yeah, after we eventually take everyone down on Route 7 and in this battle area, and after fighting this guy 4 times to try and beat him, we get the lucky egg, so that was kind of worth it. And then yeah, we're going to leave it here. And then we make our way down. We make our way down here where we find out that this is the end of the demo, the first demo, of course. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave this episode here, guys and girls. Thank you so much for watching all of it. And yeah, these are all the trainers I had to go through on this way here. Yeah, Pokemon Pyramid so far. I really like it, and I'm enjoying it, of course. All the Pokemon are cool, like all the new designs and everything, like Fuego, Gaia, Yatta, Honey, and the rest of my team and the rest of the other new ones I've seen are cool. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys and girls. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and if you're new, even subscribe, that'd be amazing. And yeah, I am going to leave a link in the description below. So yeah, I'm going to go heal now. So yeah, till next time, have a good one, bye bye, and see you in the next stream this Wednesday afternoon. So yeah, see ya.